I'm kind of surprised that they're doing this, but it's a renovation that everybody wants. Tricia will tell you about a dance hall in Texas that's making a big renovation coming up next. Good morning. It's the JB and Sandy show. My name is Sandy. This is JB.
Hey, good morning.
Tricia's here, too.
Hi, everybody.
Thanks for being with us. We're into our second week here after an 11-year hiatus at a different radio station. For everyone that has found us, thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Very active on social media, so that's great too. So we appreciate it. And if you're going to the George Strait show tonight, have fun. It's gonna be. I mean, it's just George Strait. When you go see him live, he sounds exactly like he does when you listen to him on the radio.
I bet it's just the most polished musicians in his band.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And I bet they've been with him forever. The Ace and the whole band. Absolutely. I don't know. It's going to be a good show. I'm not going tonight. You're not going, are you, Jimmy?
No.
Tricia, tell everybody about the good news.
All right. The state's oldest continually operating dance hall. I love that about this dance hall. It's been around in Texas for 150 years. Gruene Hall. Mm-hmm. People have been going for generations. You know that when you go to Gruene Hall, you're going to dance and dance and dance. You're probably going to drink a lot of beer, and you're also going to sweat your butt off. Because up until this coming summer, they've had no AC. Their new renovation is AC.
That. I've been there, but it must have been a cooler time of year. I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, also when you're dancing, even if it's kind of cold outside, if you're dancing, you get kind of hot. But I've only, I guess, ever been in the summer. Mm-hmm. And, man, you just are prepared to sweat because all they do is prop open their windows. You know, wow. It's 150 years old. So the fact that they've chosen to go ahead and bring it into the future a little bit, into this modern day with AC, I think that's huge. And I think a lot more people are going to go and dance there.
Wussification of America continues.
Sandy.
You know what's funny? It makes me think about when my daughter was going to Camp Longhorn. They don't have air conditioning in those cabins. And she's there in the heat of the summer.
Yeah.
And she would say, you adjust to it.
Yeah.
It's still a little hot at night, but we're spoiling ourselves with this air conditioning thing.
Okay.
Up with JB and Sandy.
All right, stick around. Still to come. We got an ode for you in just a little bit. I don't know what I'm going to write it about because I haven't been inspired yet. So we got the ode of the day coming up on 98.1 KVET. Big news from the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Research Center. The owlet has hatched.
The first one.
The first one. If you're not following this story, there's an owl that comes back to Austin every single year, right?
Yep. Her name is Athena.
Right. And she takes up residence
at the Wildflower Center.
At the Wildflower Center.
In the same spot. And they set up a camera that you can watch her 24/7. You can see that she's laid her eggs. You can see her keeping her eggs warm. You can see her mate, who, by the way, does not have a name. It's just a great horned owl. Comes and brings her dead mice and stuff to eat all the time.
That's a smart owl.
Keep her fed.
Keep her happy.
Yeah.
I'm watching Athena right now on the live stream on YouTube. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. Why? And she's not doing anything. She's just sitting on her eggs,
chilling.
but it's mesmerizing.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
And so one of them was born this week.
One of them hatched this week. We're waiting on the second one. And they have kind of a breakdown of what happens over the next couple of weeks. For the first couple of weeks, obviously they're so small, they have to be protected and kept warm. At 3 to 4 weeks out, they're going to be a little bit bigger. Their feathers are going to start coming out. They're going to be able to start kind of eating and feeding themselves pretty quickly. I don't know. But I think now that we've got the first one, everyone just wants to see it. And everybody's keeping an eye on the second one, waiting for it to hatch as well.
Now, I'm looking at the timeline. They have a 2026 timeline. March 4th, Athena arrived. Mm-hmm. The 5th, she laid her first egg. On the 9th, she laid her second egg. But as I scroll down, it goes all the way back to 2012. These are all Athena?
These are all Athena, as far as I know. No?
I don't know.
You seem unsure.
I don't know. I mean, do they put a band on her or something to know that it's Athena when she comes back every time?
Athena nested for the first time in 2012.
How long does an owl live?
I don't know, a long time. I think owls live for a long time. Well, she's a local now, or snowbird maybe. I don't know. But she's here for what is that, 14 years she's been coming back?
They can live over 20 years.
Huh. And one of them's been born.
So now the big thing is everybody's going to want to name the baby.
I
think it's a little rude that the dad doesn't get a name, don't y'all?
A little bit, yeah. But I mean, it's just like humans. When the baby's born, the dad is no longer important.
He just fetches food.
That's exactly right. 98.1 KVET. It's the JB and Sandy show. Thanks for being here. Kite Festival this weekend. Boy, I hope the weather cooperates. I don't know.
Have you looked at the 10-day forecast?
I haven't.
Yes.
Oh, there's storms or scattered thunderstorms for the next 10 days.
Rain.
If I could see beyond that, it might be even more. But
like we're talking inches of rain for the weekend.
I mean, I think so.
This town freaks out when the first raindrop falls.
I know.
Yeah.
But
They better get to HEB.
We can always use the rain.
I get a nice den.
Stock up on water and toilet paper.
I'm ready to write an ode, but I need to be inspired. I know our listeners have been hitting you up, DMing you on social with some topics.
Yep. Let me throw a few of these out at you. And if you've not heard him do the ode of the day, I throw out these suggestions from you, the listener. Sandy has one song to write the entire poem.
Short song, too. I'm looking at it.
He's a speed poet, though.
It's going to be tough.
A couple of suggestions that came in. Ode to I-35.
Not really.
You never use I-35.
Nah, rarely if I have.
I do.
If I have to.
It's exhausting.
I live right by. I do all the time. It's not cool. Ode to Captain K.
Yeah, maybe. That's a maybe. It kind of hit me a little bit. Do you have another one?
Tickled you.
And another suggestion that came in: Ode to Kites and or the Kite Fest.
Oh, I like that. I think Ode to the Kite Festival. That's the happiest place in Austin on the day of the Kite Festival is at Zilker Park.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
I will write the Ode to the Kite Festival. If you'll stick around. I told you it's a short one. Song is 2 minutes and 49 seconds. I got to get to writing. Stick around. I'll perform it. Coming up next, it's the JB and Sandy Show, 98.1 KVEC. Good morning. Jude, that was stressful.
That was a short, song. That was one song to write an entire poem.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 49 seconds. Dustin Lynch, Mackenzie Porter. That's not very long, but I did do it. Of course I did.
Of course you did.
Of
Amazing.
course I
You're
did.
professional.
I was inspired by a listener's suggestion to write an ode to the Kite Festival, which is this weekend in Zilker Park, and I will now perform said ode. The Ode to the Kite Festival by
Sandy McElroy.
Oh Hail the Austin Kite Fest, brought to you by ABC Home Services. That glorious day where wind meets ego and dreams fly away.
Oh, gotta watch that ego, man.
Thousands of hipsters in ironic tease, unleashing their kites like they're curing disease.
Man, hipsters. Great.
Big finish. Had to be short because I only had 2 minutes, 49 seconds to do it.
Still impressive.
There's the blue diamond, red, white, and blue, being flown by a dad who's regretting it too.
Oh, it's hard on the dads. Hard on the dads.
I think JB's Peanut Gallery comments are better than
It might be. The voice.
It's 98.1 KVET. George Strait tonight at the Moody Center. Gary Allen at the Round Rock Amphitheater on Friday night. And Tricia is going to take a trip down memory lane. And I can't believe that your friends Brittany and Jennifer, who we call Jack, aren't coming into town. Brittany lives in Weatherford, and God only knows where Jennifer lives. I mean, every year it's a different address with Jennifer.
She goes by Jack?
It's her initials.
Her initials, J-A-K.
J-A-K. And you called and told them that you're going to the show?
I sent him a text, and I was like, just so y'all know, JB, Sandy, and I are introducing Gary Allen at his concert on Friday night. And instantly my phone blew up, all caps. No way. Oh, my God, freaking out. They might be two of the biggest Gary Allen fans I have ever met. And back in the day when three of us would run around, his songs were like the background of all of our adventures.
Was it the background of your adventure when you rode with that biker gang?
The Tejano, no, that was some Tejano music on that ride, on that adventure. We went to a
I don't know how you call them adventures. I like that you're sort of Dora the Explorer.
No, on the lake, in the car, at home.
No, back to the Tejano biker
Yeah.
gangs that you joined.
We went to a wedding brunch, a bridal brunch in San Angelo. And after the brunch was over, we ended up at this Tejano biker bar. The three girls, me, Jack, and Brittany, and ended up making friends with everybody in the bar. And then they took us out on rides around San Angelo on their motorcycles. They were the nicest people.
And didn't you have to ask the guys to pull over?
Yeah, because we had to go to the bathroom. And they all turned around. At one point, we looked, they were standing by their motorcycles, and all we could see were their backs because we were over like in the bushes going to the bathroom. They were so nice.
You probably couldn't have been any safer.
Los Carnelius, I think, was the name of the biker group.
Is that right?
Yes, Spider was one of them.
Wow.
I'm telling you. I know. I would freak out if our daughter told us that story.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of a gut thing. We had so much fun.
A gut thing to go for a ride with a
We
bike.
felt
With a...
safe. We had been there with them all afternoon drinking and stuff.
Wow.
Oh, even safer. Drinking and getting on the motorcycle.
Y'all,
More
it was
coming.
fine.
It's a Jamie and Sandy show. This is 98.1 KVET. Austin's all-time country favorites, 98.1 KVET. It's the Jamie and Sandy morning show. George Strait tonight at the Moody Center. He's there Saturday night, too. Bob Pickett is going to be there, repping KVET. So stop by. Say hi to Bob. He has quite a history with George Strait.
Yeah, I caught him talking about it yesterday. He's got a story for everything.
Yeah, it's incredible. And he posted a video on Instagram at KVET FM, and it's really interesting how George Strait wrote him a letter, a note, an excuse for being late.
Late to work.
Late to work. Like he was...
Because he had to go do overnights. Yes.
Yeah.
And he was running late because he was hanging with George Strait.
I know.
On the bus, right?
It's really cool. And you can see the whole thing. Bob's a great storyteller.
Great storyteller.
And so you can see that video on Instagram at KBET FM.
And he posts a photo of the note that George Strait wrote to get him out of being in trouble for being late.
And what's funny, because if he didn't, that was a time when overnight jocks were live.
Yeah.
If
I
he
was one of
wasn't
them.
there, nothing happens.
Exactly.
Yeah, nothing plays.
I just had some dead air. Sorry, I was hanging with George Strait.
Yeah.
Check it out at KVET FM on Instagram. Well, weather permitting, you can see Gary Allen at the Round Rock Amphitheater tomorrow night. Weather permitting.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on that are contingent on weather. Kite Fest this weekend, Cap 10K.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Gary Allen show. I haven't been to that at Round Rock Amphitheater.
It's awesome. It's awesome. I went to a couple of shows there last year. Fantastic. Really cool venue. So,
You know what else is a cool venue I went to for the first time? Right in your neighborhood, I think. The Hot.
Hotspot.
Hot spot.
Awesome.
So cool.
Great place.
Yeah. Fantastic. I mean, they did it like the old backyard, but did it better.
Smaller and cleaner.
Yeah. and you don't get killed crossing the street.
Right.
To get to it.
Where your car's parked halfway in a ditch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys see the story? Apparently somebody stole a puppy. Where was the puppy stolen from?
Austin Humane Society.
Oh,
Isn't it like $35 to adopt a dog? They stole
they give
one.
them away too sometimes.
Yeah, this woman slipped it into a giant purse and stole the dog. They've got all these video pictures of her.
So like
Seen it.
she went and saw the dog and got it out of the kennel and then just stuffed it and walked. Who does that?
Right.
My wife would do that.
Your wife would steal a puppy.
Imagine this. If this dog is so cute, it's the kind of ugly little terrier we always adopt.
Yeah.
We have 2 of them at home right now. They're so dang ugly, but they're cute because they're ugly. This little dog that the woman stole is that kind of dog.
Yeah.
If my wife walked in there and saw that dog and it had like papers on the cage or whatever that said this dog has been adopted, she would steal it. I promise. She can't control herself around dogs.
I want that dog.
It's the Jamie and Sandy show with George Strait, 98.1 KBET. Austin's all-time country favorites, 98.1 KBET. It's the Jamie and Sandy morning show. If you're just joining us, try to get here a little bit earlier tomorrow, but you can stay caught up by grabbing the podcast version of the show. Search JB and Sandy on the iHeartRadio app. We also did an extra podcast. We call it a deep dive into the murder of Mariah Mo Wilson. year and a half, 2 years ago when that happened.
And we just needed a lot more time to break it down. So we put that on exclusive for the podcast.
Right. And JB knows 2 of the 3 people.
Oh, that's weird when you know someone going to prison.
Yeah, it is. It's very weird. What's also weird is Trisha's love of the raccoon.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm like, doom scrolling. Is that what they call it? Just sitting around like I often do on Instagram. And I came across this feed called Yardtopia Adventures. Mm-hmm. And it's connected to a name you might recognize. I believe she's a longtime listener. I was like, did I work with her? I think she's a listener. Jenny Teague.
Yeah, it rings a bell.
So she has another account called Yardtopia_adventures. And she has cameras on her back patio, and she'll sit out there at night, and she's like the raccoon whisperer. These raccoons will come up and eat out of her hands, and she's got a bunch of videos up on her Instagram page, and I immediately thought of Tricia, who's a bit obsessed with raccoons.
I want a raccoon so bad.
You want to rescue a baby raccoon.
I need to find a baby raccoon who has fallen out of the tree or his mom's abandoned him, and then I need to raise it as a domesticated pet. And I want to feed it marshmallows because from what I can tell, that's their favorite food. What I love about Yardtopia's posts is that she has big bowls of food, but she also has big bowls of water because, raccoons like to wash their food. Mm-hmm. So she'll hand the raccoon.
No, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Well, I do because I'm a little bit of an expert.
I know that they wash their food because there's hilarious videos of people giving raccoons cotton candy.
Yeah, and they try and wash it.
They go to wash it and it disappears, and they're like, what the hell? It's like a magic trick.
She hands them like a vanilla wafer, and they wash it, and then they eat it. Like, it's mesmerizing to watch. And she has them all named.
Well, I DM'd her, told her about your obsession, and we just might be able to make something happen. Now, you're going to have to probably pull an all-nighter. They're pretty nocturnal.
Yeah.
That's true. They are nocturnal. Another fact I know because I know a lot about raccoons. I would be willing to do that.
Let's get Ginny on the show.
Okay.
Let's talk to her and see if we can set something up where Tricia goes and spends the night with the raccoons.
It's like I'm sleeping with them.
Weird. Stay tuned. We'll stay on this, friends.